Hello there, GATE aspirants. Are you preparing for the GATE Biotechnology 2025 exam? If yes, then what you require is a well-structured strategy. So let's break it down in today's video, the step-by-step strategies of how to clear and get success in this exam. Some students might have already started their preparation and some might be starting right now. No matter what category you lie under, these tips are for each and every one of you. But what I will recommend is that you must stick to tips from only a particular source. Because as they say, too many cooks will spoil the broth. So it's better to stick when it comes to tips and all the study materials also. It is better to stick to only one resource, a genuine one, a platform which has always guided you and is continuing to do so in your career paths. Now what is this GATE exam? It is the qualification. It is a graduate aptitude test in engineering. It's an examination for PG courses, both masters and doctoral in India. It's conducted jointly by the Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore, and the 7 Indian Institutes of Technology. On behalf of the National Coordination Board, Department of Higher Education and MHRD, Government of India, they will conduct this. This qualification is required for admission to even PG programs with MHRD and other government scholarship assistance in engineering, technology, architecture and science. GATE score is also used by some PSUs for their recruitment and by several universities in India and several universities abroad for admissions. Question is, why write this exam? So yes, this is for seeking admission. Qualifying GATE is a mandatory requirement for seeking admission and also for financial assistance. So you can get admission to master's programs and direct doctoral programs in engineering, technology, architecture, and also doctoral programs in relevant branches of science in the institutions which are supported, and even in some colleges and institutes which admit students without MHRD scholarship assistantship. The GATE qualification is mandatory. And not to forget, you will also get this financial assistance stipend as well. Let's look into the GATE BT exam structure. What are the total sections in the syllabus? Well, you have total 8, where you have general aptitude, engineering, mathematics, and other 6 biotechnology related sections. The total sections in paper, total questions will be 65, in which 10 will be from general aptitude and 55 from biotech, 6 papers and engineering mathematics combined. The total marks will be out of 100. The duration of exam will be 3 hours, where there are no sectional time limits. And the distribution of marks in the paper, 15% of total marks is GA, 15% is engineering mathematics, whereas 70% is biotechnology, that is the core subjects. And the very important part of GATE BT exam is that all questions are compulsory. No choices are given. So the more you attend the questions, more will be your chance of clearing the exam, provided you get them right. Okay, and engineering mathematics will be carrying quite some amount of weightage, and general aptitude, it is common for all subjects. So questions will be under the divisions verbal ability and numerical ability. This is the marks distribution for the total types of questions that you get. As I said, 15 marks, 10 marks you will get for the GA, in which you will have this 10 questions, you will have 5 questions will be 1 mark and 5 questions will be of 2 marks. Okay, and total marks you will be getting 15 in GA. Then you have engineering mathematics also and biotech, from where you will get similar amount of questions. So 1 mark questions total will be 25 out of everything, and 30 questions of 2 marks. So that's why you will be getting the rest of the marks over here. While in general aptitude, you will get only MCQs, that is multiple choice questions. But in this types, you will also get MSQ, that is multiple select questions. More than one option can be correct. And not only that, you will also get numerical type questions. So there won't be any options given for that. You will only have to fill in the blanks with the right kind of answer. Right? So why I told you about the structure, because it is very necessary. If you want to clear this exam, you have to apply the strategies. But before that, you have to know what exam you are appearing for. Okay, so your preparation should depend on it according to that. So let me tell you when you have this 100, total marks is 100, the cutoff generally you try to get around 40 to 45. Okay, try to score at least 40 to 45. If it is above 45, then you will be on the safer side. Generally qualifying marks, it will be above 40. Okay, so what is the step 1? Yes, start your preparation early. Start as early as possible, especially for UG students who have to manage the college studies along with GATE preparation. Remember, you are competing with many who have even dropped a year or two to prepare with full dedication. What you can do is you can set up a timetable to manage your time effectively. And first of all, you must get a printable syllabus copy and note down which all topics you are going to prepare. Okay, not necessary that you have to prepare everything in the syllabus. Also, you might be comfortable with some topics, but some topics you might not be. It will require more time. That's why you can skip those if it is too hard for you. Then you can set up your study schedule accordingly, like a rough estimate in which month or in which week you're going to prepare which topic, right? So you must ensure that you create a timetable and you follow the timetable. Being disciplined is necessary for everything that you do, especially during your preparation for any exam. So make a timetable in which you have a lot of time of those topics according to your level of preparation, right? So you have to allot it based on if you understand the topic very well, then you can keep less time for that. If you are studying it for the first time, then you must allot the hours accordingly. And it does not matter how many hours actually you study to put in, but what matters is how many concepts you grasp within those hours. So if it is a complicated topic for you, analyze yourself and find a time of the day when your concentration is at the best. If you study the difficult topics at that time, then you will be able to understand them with much ease. So discipline comes when you actually follow that timetable. Just making won't do. And also you have to keep enough leisure time so that it don't get hectic. Okay, so you have to do achievable timetable. Fine. For example, you can what you can do in a day is revision of topics when you start the day. Then you can take a break, and then in midday or something you can pick up a major topic. Again take a break, and then at night maybe you can pick up the next or any incomplete topic, and before going to bed you can revise again. What is the step 2? Now that you have a printable copy of the syllabus, now you have to pick up a topic from the syllabus one at a time and keep on studying. So pick each topic from the syllabus one at a time and study that topic from the very basics and the very foundation. Okay. So remember one thing, GATE usually doesn't ask very high level questions. Instead, it focuses on how deep your roots are for that subjects. Okay. So if you are studying biochemistry, your basics as the chemistry concepts or the numerical basics like normality, molarity, these all must be very clear with you, right? Understanding the syllabus. I'm sure you all are aware of that syllabus, but still you have to familiarize yourself with the topics in each section. The better you know your syllabus and remember your syllabus, the better your preparation will be. Now, GATE BT syllabus covers 6 core disciplines and along with that engineering, mathematics and general aptitude. So let me tell you the sections and the topic that you have in your syllabus. You have this general aptitude in which you have verbal ability and numerical ability. Engineering mathematics will cover 6 sections: probability, equations, calculus, algebra and other numerical methods. Then you have general biology in which you have biochemistry, microbiology, immunology. Genetics, cellular and molecular biology is section 3, in which there is a covering of genetics and evolution in biology, cell biology and molecular biology. Then section 4 is related to engineering, fundamentals of biological engineering, where you have to apply the engineering principles applied to biological systems, classical thermodynamics, kinetics, bioenergetics, all this, transport processes and the energy involved in them. Section 5, bioprocess engineering and process biotechnology, very important concept. Bioreaction engineering, upstream, downstream processing, instrumentation and process controls. Section 6 is plant, animal and microbial biotechnology, where all the concepts you have to study about plants, animals and microbes. And last is the techniques, that is recombinant DNA technology and other tools that you use. So RDT and even molecular tools, analytical tools, as well as bioinformatics, which is the computational tools, right? So what I want you to do is you just go through the topics over here in the syllabus if you are a beginner for GATE preparation, and let me know in the comment section if you want me to deal with the important topics, because obviously you cannot study everything. If you want me to discuss about the important topics and from where you must study them, then do let me know in the comment section. I will make a video on that too. Okay. Now what is the step 3? Start with going through question papers from the last 10 to 15 years. See, when you analyze the previous year question papers, it gives you a sense of the exam's difficulty level and question types. Okay. So although GATE BT started in 2010, you can still find questions in the biotech section of life science paper, because before 2010 you had all under the biotech under life science paper, but now it has got a separate heading. So you can find many questions and just see what is the recurring topics and focus on those questions during our preparation. Okay, so those topics it will be generally asked in these exams also. So what are the pattern of questions in GATE BT that you get? Yes, one is the recall type. Recall means this includes questions which are based on facts, principles, formula, laws of discipline. The candidate has to mark an answer either directly from a memory or from one-line computation. The next is comprehension. Like what can you imply? Can you make correct choices based on that? These type of question test the candidate's basic understanding of the field they belong to. The candidates have to draw simple conclusions from fundamental ideas in these type of questions. Then is application. Can you sort out data from experiments? So these are the logical reasoning based questions wherein the candidates have to answer according to the knowledge through computation. And last is analysis. In these questions, the candidate is presented with data, diagrams, images, etc. that require analysis before a question can be answered. Synthesis question might require the candidate to compare 2 or more pieces of information. Questions in this category, for example, involve candidates in recognizing unstated assumptions or separating useful information from irrelevant information. Right? What is step 4? Now that you have gone through the previous year question papers, try to study the subjects, keeping the previous year question papers in mind. Now GATE tries to keep the difficulty level roughly constant. To make it fair, since GATE score is applicable, it's valid for 3 years once you clear the exam. So every time, most questions are asked from the topics from which questions were made for the earlier years. That is why going through the PYQ helps you to prepare in a better way. Okay, and always refer from standard books. Don't just see any XYZ tutorials or videos or blogs. Always go for one in which there is a genuine track record of many students clearing the exams from that particular source, and you can use reliable textbooks and reference material, study material for each subject like that. Okay, so what is the weightage of different topics here? I have just told here. That's biotechnology basic topics, which you have the core biotechnology topics like biochemistry, microbiology, cell and molecular biology. So that will be covering the maximum, okay, 20 to 25. But don't forget that bioprocess engineering and engineering mathematics will also cover 10 to 15%. And some students, what they will do, and yes, plant and animal biotech also has genuine weightage. So if somebody targets this one, which are generally easier for us life science students, then yes, you can get a good score. But the thing is, you have to get a higher score. And for that, if you do this bioprocess engineering, engineering mathematics, your chances of topping the exam or getting a very good score becomes double. Okay, and general aptitude is again 10%. Now, what is step 5? Make short conceptual notes. You have to make conceptual notes, summary ones, important concepts, formula, from whatever material that you are referring. You can just make them for quick revisions, and it can include figures and schematics, diagrams like flow charts or flashcards, so that you can retain the concept, and it is also easy and quick for you to revise. I would give you some tips to make the notes, because you have to study to suit your learning style. You have to explore what your learning style is, so that you can memorize significant facts and understand the key concepts. For example, some are auditory learners. So for them, if you are an auditory learner, you can record your notes and listen to them later. or even you can listen to a recording of a lecture. Or if you are visual learner, then in that case, pictures, diagrams, you can take printouts of colored diagrams, or you can make flashcards, or you can even take some help of revision tools. Like for example, Biotechnica has some revision tools from which revising and studying becomes very easy. Okay. Then step 6 is set your study goals. Always have a at least rough goal that within this week or within this month I'm going to cover this topic for each study session, and record what you learn and review. So either through notes, or you can mention in your syllabus only with a tick what has been covered, what requires more attention, more revision. Important concepts or popular topics for questions, they can be written down at the beginning of a unit or study or set for the next unit. So keep having a track of what you're covering and what is still left to be covered. Okay. Some more strategies over here. Study strategically for success in exam. First thing is that don't target completing the whole syllabus. Target making the subjects you are studying even stronger. Choose the subjects to be studied based on the number of questions that come each year from those subjects. And for the subjects you are planning to skip, I will not recommend skipping the whole topic, because at least you should go through the topics from which questions have appeared from that particular subject. Okay. And the second tip is don't think of skipping mathematics and bioprocess. Most biology students fear mathematics, but don't think of skipping any calculation based topics. And actually the engineering mathematics is really easy. If you just practice little bit, learn and practice little bit, you will get very basic questions. Okay. And when you go through the previous year questions, you will trust me in this. This goes for bioprocess also. I won't say it is easy, but yes, if you study from a proper reference book, then and know the formulas and just practice based on previous year question, it is very much achievable. The next step is revise as much as possible. Studying is not enough. You have to focus on the key formulas, concepts, important points, because very often you will miss on them. So while taking notes, what you can do is you can frame whatever you are studying as questions. Later you can just try to answer those questions from memory. So in your notes copy, you can just note down some questions. Later, instead of looking at the notes, you can just try answering those questions. Okay, so this will be a reverse revision. If you're not able to answer, you can have a look at your notes, whatever you have missed out. And after reading a section, you can close the book and summarize what you have learned without referring. So this process will reinforce memory and it will help you recollect better during the exam. Also, what you can do is you can explain a topic to someone else, whether real or imaginary. So whenever it comes to teaching, it ensures that you have understood the topic very well. Okay, it reinforces understanding concepts. Solve as many practice questions as possible. So past year question papers, you have already done that before preparation. You can reattempt them after preparation to track your progress. You can also look at the questions at the back of chapters in reference books. You can also solve the cross-exam questions, like from questions from DBT or ICMR or CSIR, which are almost similar level type of questions. Okay. Biotechnica weekly mock tests are also there. If you are enrolled student, you can attempt the papers as you study during the classes only. Along with classes, you will have the weekly and monthly mock tests, which are really helpful in your preparation. And Biotechnica AIMGATE series are also there. See where you stand with your competitors. It's an all India ranked test series for GATE, so that you can again track and monitor how much your preparation has gone. Okay. And the last step is ask for help. Yes. So talk to your mentor, teacher, tutor, or even friend to understand the concept better before it's too late. Or you can also take the guidance from a genuine resource like Biotechnica. Rather than trying to memorize or cram, guidance from someone can help you remember the information for longer. And that too, there are so many concepts to be remembered. It is better that if you can have some guidance where only the important concepts from the very basics it can be taught. Okay. And one more thing is that practice makes perfect. So don't forget that the more you will practice, take as many mock tests as possible, it will help you to manage the time. Okay. So the more you practice, the more chances you will have of successfully passing the exam, right? and it will allow you to find out your weaker areas so that you can focus on them. But yes, if you are a beginner, if you are a first timer, then I will not suggest that you attend lot of mock tests, because you first of all you should focus on your basics, studying and revising repeatedly till you become confident. Then you can go for the mock tests. Okay, so that's all from my end today. Remember, not everything is instant. Plan your work and study according to it. Remember, with consistent effort and a systematic approach, it will lead to success in the upcoming GATE Biotechnology exam. So feel free to approach us. If you have any questions, do let me know in the comment section. I will be happy to help. Thank you everyone.